dream. You can have everything playing on your 12-string.
This is Deborah Dachinger, Dare to Dream radio show. Really glad that you're here, and today we're going to be talking about Dream Big, Manage Your Life from the Heart. We're going to be talking about magic. We're going to be talking about enlightenment. We're going to be talking about what is going on the planet right now. So many people have questions. Hello, questions. 2012 is almost here. What does it mean? What is it this? What is that? What is going on in the planet right now? Well, I'll tell you. You're tuned into the right place, darling. If you want to know how to get a hold of me, my website is deborahdachinger.com, D-A-C-H-I-N-G-E-R, but I'll give out all the specs later when we're done, because this subject's hot, and I want to get into it. So let's get started, and let's talk about first John Irving. Oh my God, one of my favorite novelists of all times. He also won an Academy Award for screenwriting. He said, and this is a quote, "If you're lucky enough to find a way of life you love, you have to find the courage to live it." So that's what this show is all about. Dare to dream. Don't just dare to dream. We could all sit back and dream. Dare to make those dreams come true, right? Dare to go for it. So we have something we've heard a lot growing up, especially in this country, the United States, and perhaps in other countries, but children run around and they say abracadabra, or a magician will have a hat and pull a rabbit out and say abracadabra, or put his or her wand over something, abracadabra. And what does that mean? It's a mythology of magic action words, and to this day children still shout it, magicians still shout it in the hopes of creating something from nothing. Well, I'm going to tell you something very interesting, and hold on to your hats and sit in your seats, because, honey, the word is real. You see, it comes from the ancient Aramaics. Only back then it was avracadabra with a K. And avracadabra literally means I create as I speak. I create as I speak, something from nothing. Isn't that the truth? So let's talk about creating our life from speaking, from thinking, from action. All of those things contribute to creating the life that we choose, yeah? I had an epiphany today, and I want to share it with you and share a little bit about my journey, because hopefully you'll glean something from it. I lost my weight. For a period of years, maybe 15-ish, 20, 15, I don't know how long it was, but it was too long. I was heavy, unhappily heavy, and especially at a time when I was really young and should have been dating, but it was tough. I was a big girl. That's the truth. And I had a real miracle happen in my life, and I was able to release, literally stop my behavior and release my weight. So I've been a normal weight for a considerable amount of years, which is wonderful for anyone who's been in this journey. But something I noticed the past 2 to 3 years is I have this funny fluctuation of 10 pounds, up 10, 10, down 10, up, and I don't like it, you know. So I really wanted to handle it, and what I came to understand about myself that I thought was fascinating, really interesting, is that in the midst of having all these great behaviors about eating and exercise and how I treat myself and all of that, there's also still an identity that exists in myself that says I am a fat person. And so I experience my life through that identity, because that identity has her own beliefs too about being a fat person, how things never work, and you'll always be fat, this will always be a struggle. You get the picture. So that was profundity for me to understand and acknowledge. Oh my God, so I don't have to live with this identity, because it totally doesn't, and not only doesn't serve me, but it makes my life confusing, because I will be at a low weight and then I'll go up 10, and 10 pounds on me feels like a lot. It's not back where I was, but it's just not good and comfortable. And so dun 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 dun, pendulum, right? Accordion, in out, 10 pounds up down, up down. It's not that fast, but it's enough for me to be uncomfortable. Well, I went inside and have been able to release that identity. Oh my goodness, what freedom. Well, I had an epiphany today, and I realized, my goodness, if I could dismantle an identity that isn't serving me, what would that be like to put on an identity that I want to be there? Okay? So, this is an identity that's going to serve me, serve the planet, help me through my life. So let's say, for instance, you have financial issues. You don't have the money you want, you're not in the financial place you want to be. Wouldn't that be amazing to say, I am wealthy and wise? Wouldn't that be amazing to say, I always have more than enough money? That's the identity I now go through life with. And anything that conflicts with that gets taken out of the way. I bet that is amazing. Money calmly surrounds and abundantly protects me. I'm always covered by money. Money loves me. Money follows me wherever I go. I am such a magnet for money. In fact, I'm so covered by money that my back is taken care of. So's my front and my sides and every which way. No matter what path I choose, I am buffered because money's always there and I always have more than enough. Do you feel how relaxing it would be to go through life with that sense and belief? Because, abracadabra, I create as I speak. I create as I think. I create as I believe. So I offer that to you to think about. Maybe these things are creating some conflicting patterns in your life where it should be working out or it's almost working out, but something's getting in the way. Look what kind of identity you're operating through. So let's talk about enlightenment, because there's all these prophecies of enlightenment. They're echoed in virtually every faith and philosophy right now. The Hindus call it Krita. The astrologers call it the age of Aquarius. The Jews describe the coming of the Messiah. Theosophists call it the New Age, and cosmologists call it the harmonic convergence. Mayan calendar depicted an actual date of December 21st. 2012 for this change. All of man's philosophies and history have agreed on one thing, that this age of enlightenment is coming. Okay, with that in mind, so the human dream is focused on the exact same concept, the impending transformation of our human minds into their true potentiality. Enlightenment is often accompanied by darkness. Yes, yin and yang, laws of nature and balance. So if you see darkness, or why many are experiencing darkness around the world right now, please understand that it's also because we're on the verge of great illumination. And truly we are blessed to be living in this pivotal moment in history. All of us, called for a reason. So you may say, Bible, Bible, Bible. Well, even the Bible has the book of Revelations. And if you studied Greek, you would know that the word apocalypse is Greek. We've heard in our society or movies, apocalypse now, or apocalypse means the end. It's very catastrophic sounding, yes? But if you did know Greek, then you would understand that the word apocalypse literally means to unveil, to reveal. So, the apocalypse literally means revelation, the book of revelations. Yes, revelation in the Bible predicts an unveiling of great truth and unimaginable wisdom. It's not the end of the world, but rather the end of the world as we know it now. Lisa Hammond, the author of Dream Big, wrote, "We all have to start with ourselves. It's time to walk the talk. Take the journey of making very difficult decisions. Start removing things from your life that are not filling your cup and adding things that bring joy to your life. It's critical. We understand this now, that you all figure out what makes you happy. Create meaningful work for yourself. What makes you happy, and go out and do it. With harm to none, of course. But do what makes you happy. Follow your passion. Help others to find their way in this world. And dream big, dream big, dream big. Take action, action, action. Yes? Action, Jackson. Listen to yourself. Take your turn. It's your turn. Take that spotlight. Go for it. Live your life with inspiration and manage your life from the heart. So remember, abracadabra, you create as you speak. You are magic. Your words are magic. Remember, this is the time of enlightenment, and although it feels very tumultuous, great things are coming also at the same time as some of the darkness we're seeing. There is great change, but it's going to be the most magnificent. Believe that. And know that it's critical in these times that you are here for reason, a pivotal reason in history. So, honey, you dream big. You figure out whatever's in your way, that whether it's an identity, a belief, or any other situation that you need to manage lovingly so you can move on with your life and be who you were intended to be. We love that you join us here, Deborah Dachinger, Dare to Dream. Here's how you connect with us, DeborahDachinger.com or Blogspot, Deb on the Radio at blogspot.com. Become a subscriber. Fan page on Facebook, Dare to Dream, radio and TV. Join us there. YouTube is youtube.com/Deb on the Radio, and Twitter. I said that, didn't I? If not, twitter.com/Deb on the Radio, and don't just dare to dream, dare to make those dreams come true. Dreamers who do.